Hi guys.
What's up?
Oh, sorry, I covered your face, bro. Here we are, man. We're in Uman, and it's 7:05 in the morning, and this is the beginning of our more than 200-kilometer hike. So as you can see in the background, we have the bus stop, or the terminal, and we're starting from here. The weather, as you can see, is awful. Yeah, raining all the time, but that's part of it, isn't it? Hopefully it won't rain for much longer. So I'll just give you a shot around, yeah, bro?
Yeah,
a shot around. Okay, let me just turn the screen around so I can see what you guys are seeing. We're at a bus stop just now. We're at the bus stop and just, you know, getting ready to go. Uman is a small small town, and this is where we're starting. Right, this is a shot of our bags.
Wilson.
Yeah, that's that's the G.I. Joe friend. Yeah, the bag on the left is mine, and the one on the right is Darren's, my brother. So that's what we are taking with us. So okay.
Clothes and food.
Sorry, bro?
Mainly clothes and food.
Yeah, clothes, because it's going to be cold. We're going to be, according to the weather forecast, plus 4 degrees at night. And judging by the weather, I believe that, definitely. By the way, that's the entrance to a very famous park called Sofiivka Park. Very famous, but we're not going to go in because we have to get moving. We have a plan, a route, and we have to get moving. So, bro, I can't see what I'm filming. There you are. Let's go. Yeah, let's hit the road. Catch you later, guys. Guys, we are still in the town of Uman and just coming out on the outskirts. Look, that's my brother there. We just seen this tank from the Second World War, Soviet tank. Cool, cool. Let me give you, bro, thumbs up. There we go. Cool tank, yeah. Yeah. Amazing. Amazing. I'm gonna try to show you here. It's in Russian and it says tank. So war of tanks. Maybe somebody can help me. Somebody who's watching this can help me to translate it better. It says 2nd and 5th guards, tank guards. That part is a bit broken. I can't read further. Anyway, this is one of the tanks that helped to free the town of Uman from the Germans during the Second World War. Yeah. So I don't know why it's got there. So 1944 to 1975. I don't know why, but I'll try to find out. Try to look it up and find out. Yeah, I'll try to get you a shot from the side of this tank, just to have a better. There we go. Looks good, yeah. And it's written there in Russian for the motherland, the fatherland. I think fatherland. In Russian, so it says for the fatherland, I suppose. Yeah. And cool tank. But anyway, we're still, as you can see, just about leaving the town of Uman. Yeah. Gonna find a good place to sit down and have a bit of breakfast. Not a lot of time has passed, bro. What's the time? I can't see.
7:30.
7:30? Yeah. So we just walked a bit, nothing serious. And this is again, I'll show you. My good old friend.
Wilson!
Yeah, Darren calls him Wilson and I call him G.I. Joe. So he's got two names. Wilson, I think, from the film Castaway, yeah, with Tom Hanks. Yeah, the ball that Tom Hanks used to have. So yeah, look at that old bus passing. Yeah. Right, anyway, go on. Catch you later. And then almost there. Only 203 kilometers. Look at that. We've come to a little village called Krasnopilka. Krasnopilka. I suppose it comes from Krasno Red and sorry for shouting, Krasno Red and Pilka, maybe, I don't know, from dust. And that is and then few houses over there. That is what the little village is made of, I think. Just them few houses and that's it. Right, keep on going. I remember walking into a petrol station so we wanted to buy some water there, and so we walk into what the area is. We walk to the right hand side and to leave our bags there, and Darren was going to stay with the bags while I went into the mini market thing in the petrol station to buy some water. And from a distance, the woman who worked there, I mean, you could tell that she was let's say, local woman from the next village. And so as we were going in, she shouted like, "Where are you going?" And I said, "No, we're just going to leave our bags here, and we just want to go into the shop to buy some water." And she shouts, because it's from a distance, she shouts and says, no, we don't have any shop here. And I'm looking at her, because right behind her there are some fridges with the glass front, the glass door, and you can see that there's plenty of drinks there. And and I'm looking at her. "What do you mean you don't have a shop?" So I said, "How come you have drinks there?" She went, "Well, you can buy drinks, but we don't have a shop." So I'm like, okay. So as I get closer to her, I ask her, because we'd seen from a distance, that they had a forest behind the petrol station, and it was getting rather dark, and we were thinking of making our camp there in that forest. And I asked her, I've realized that you have a forest nearby. Yeah, is that a forest? And she goes, no, we don't have any forest. I'm like, "But we've just seen that you have a forest." No, we don't have a forest. So, okay, fine. So buy the drinks, walk back to the corner where Darren was waiting with the bags. And I turned around and I shouted from a distance again at this woman if we could smoke there. And the woman goes, no, you can't smoke there. And I'm like, I told her from a distance, it was funny that. I went, "Woman, I've asked you 3 questions, and all 3 questions you've just answered no immediately." And she looks at me and says, "No, that's not true." I went, "There you go, the fourth time I say no." So anyway, she ended up laughing, and we had a good laugh. That was probably the funniest moment of the trip. Yeah. Give us a thumbs up. All right. There we go. In the wall. Yay! It was a massive gush of wind. Just highway. This part of the walk, there's no other route to take. No other route to take. Only the walking next to the motorway. So looks like, I don't know what that is. Corn? Is that corn? No, is that corn?
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, cornfield. Yeah. Ooh, now we're going to meet children of the corn. Yeah. Old horror film. Anyway, that's to give you an idea. Oh, another gush of wind from that lorry. Right. Go on then. Catch you later, guys. Awesome scenery. Awesome. Yeah, bro?
Yeah.
Cool?
Lovely.
Yeah. Enormous cornfields. The tree line at the end there. Massive. But guys, just wanted to show you where we are going now to make camp. We're going to cross the motorway, then go through that row of trees. That's a little road. Gonna go all around this sunflower field, all around that till them trees that you see there. That's the tree line, and that's where we're gonna make the camp. Look at that massive sunflower field. It goes, stretches all the way down there. So well, that's going to be camp for the night. Hopefully we'll show you how the camp looks when we make it. Catch you later.
The whole walk was a challenge, the whole, from the beginning to end. But I still feel that the most challenging part of it was overcoming hypothermia, the shakes, the pain on the legs, mainly on the legs, confusion. I can even remember I was asleep. I knew I was shaking, but my mind was telling me, like, everything's gonna be okay, just hold on, everything's gonna be okay. Then getting up, my brother getting me up and just, straight away trying to make a fire, trying to warm up by moving about. That was a challenge. That is something that I cannot. It's very difficult to explain. It's the pain, confusion, just trying to overcome hypothermia. If I have in the past, if I have been able to withstand cold, this was for me the most challenging.
Hey guys, here we are. We've just made camp, and actually my brother is making the perimeter now. Yeah. We've walked, we've walked a lot, not for many hours, but we're not sure of how many kilometers. We have walked, as we're not using a GPS or anything. So, but I think, actually we think that it's more than 25 kilometers. We're about, I'd say 500 meters from the motorway. And yeah, we found this little patch of trees, and we're making camp here. I'll show you around the camp in a second. So that's my brother putting a fishing line to use as a perimeter alarm system thing, so we hear if anybody comes by. So this is the camp from outside. That's the tarp. It's a new tarp, and actually we have two tied together. I'm going to show you the inside of the camp in a second. Let me just try to come out round this way. There we go. That's Darren's hammock, covered with a Soviet time poncho, military of course. That on the other side is my hammock, also with the same type of poncho, but mine is in a mess because I was in a hurry now. Okay, now I'd like to show you what we have inside. Let me see how I can get, there we go. Look what we have hanging from the middle of the top, the roof. That flag, together with the thought of the children that we are trying to help by doing this walk, will give us strength for the morning to continue with the walk. Now, I don't know if you can appreciate that, but all this is absolutely wet. All that is really wet, damp. We've had a rough time trying to dry up enough wood for the fire. Still smouldering because we've just had a quick coffee. We were a bit cold. Temperature is dropping. It's dropping with the sun. Actually now it's 6:30 in the evening. And oh yeah, our bags right there. There we go. Bro, are you okay down there? Yeah?
Yeah, but I just don't
You just because
another have to do.
you need more line, yeah? Okay, bro, I'll shut this down now and give you a hand.
Thumbs up.
Yeah. Well, guys, let me see. Where am I? Oh, let me see. There I am.
Don't tread on me.
Yeah, don't tread on me. So yeah, guys, catch you up. Catch you a bit later. Ta-ta. Morning, guys.
Morning.
What's up? How you all doing?
Sleepy morning.
Oh yeah.
What a night we've had.
It was very cold, very cold.
Shivering, freezing. That is
Uh-huh.
cool. We made it.
We had to keep a fire going all night. Yeah, it was cool. Actually, not cool, but cold, very cold. Yeah. Well, now it's 8 o'clock in the morning. We woke up what 6?
Yeah.
6. Had some
Actually,
breakfast.
We got up because
Yeah, we
hardly
got
slept.
up. Yeah. Hardly slept with the cold. Yeah, so it's 8:10. We're gonna start the second day, second walk, second leg of the walk.
Right.
And well, yeah, that's true. I forgot. I wanted to say that the next leg, so today's walk, it's gonna be about 25 kilometers. And there's nothing around, no villages, no petrol stations, nothing. So we'll try to make it as interesting as possible, to film something. But unfortunately, we won't be able to film any encounters with anybody, or so which makes it also hard on us because today's walk is with absolutely nothing, and there are no rivers. I mean, just nothing around, just fields. I think sunflower fields. So anyway, if we'll try to make it interesting for you guys, and well, that's it. Yeah, shall we?
Yeah.
Right, catch you a bit later then. Look at them lovely fields. Such a wide place. Tree line at the end, sorry. We might be spending the night in that line of trees over there. Actually, there's another one here to our right. Lovely field that is.
The walk we set, about 215 kilometers. We were all the way through setting ourselves like up to the horizon. We were walking between 35-40 kilometers per day with our bags and all, but we were setting ourselves like an aim, like a target to the horizon, walking up to the horizon, and then we would see whether to have just a little 5-minute break, just to get a breather, to rest our feet a little bit because they were burning from walking so much, even though it was raining and all, but they were burning. The sensation was of a burning sensation, But every time we got to this target, this aim, this horizon that we had set, just lifting up your eyes, and seeing exactly the same again and again, all throughout the walk. Even as we were getting to the horizon, lifting our eyes and seeing that there were still many more kilometers to go. That for me was the most demoralizing part of the walk. I would say that.
got some cows there. Cool. Darren, do you speak their language? There we go. No need for interpreters or anything. Look at that.
Oi, thumbs up. No? No thumbs up.
No. She doesn't speak English. Excellent. Oh, another one there. And that is, what's that supposed to be, bro? Oh, what's that? Pumpkins, isn't it? Huh? Bro? Yeah. Some pumpkins over there. And here's Darren challenging the cow. Bro. Don't do that, man, don't do that. Look at that. That's got horns, isn't it? Look.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, who's a nice cow
You
there?
stay there.
Look at that.
Stay there.
Ooh, it's a bit dirty, I know. Oh look, and that's I suppose the farmer who lives over here.
Well, this one's flirting with me.
One second, bro, I'm getting the farmer with his carriage. Ooh, battery's dying. Show you the cow.
Well, she's shy.
Ah, look at that. And who's a pretty cow then, eh? Ah, look at that. Oh. Who's a pretty cow then, eh? Right, we can't touch her. I suppose the farmer won't be happy.
Давай, be shy. Be shy. Be shy.
Oh.
Shy. Hi.
Ain't that a... Cool. Anyway, ta-ta, love. Gorgeous, isn't she? Come on. Come on. Go make a bit of a noise. Go make a bit of... Come on. Go moo a bit for us. Go on. Come on. You're on video. No? Alright, then I'm leaving. Bye bye, love. If you don't want to move, that's it. Morning, guys.
Morning.
What's up?
Up.
Oh, we're tired today. Yesterday, we made camp at about 7:30 in the evening, of course.
Yeah.
And after we made a quick camp, we sat down, made a coffee, and we realized that we were behind schedule.
Yeah, we took it too easy.
Yeah. The first day, looks like we were just, strolling instead of, digging it out. So so we had to take the camp down, and we basically walked all night.
Yeah.
We walked all night and till what? This morning. This one, no, when was it? Don't remember.
Can't remember.
Anyway, very early morning. The sun was still down. We sat next to a tree here and we nodded off, for
there,
this tree. I don't know if you can see it, but anyway, just here. We nodded off and almost 2 hours, yeah? We slept like this. So yeah, we walked all night and we've caught up with, so we are back in schedule, or on schedule, better to say. And so that's it basically. We're tired, but today, thanks to the long walk we had yesterday, we only have 25, 26, it's around there. Again, we don't have GPS, so we're just using a map, which later, by the way, we'll show you the map later. So yeah, about 25, 26, maybe 27 kilometers. So yeah, walked a lot yesterday. And by the way, we didn't shoot anything during that night walk because we walked along the
motorway.
Yeah, the motorway. Just to make good time, and there was just one or two cars, and the motorways here are not like most in Europe. They have no lights, street lights or anything. It was just pitch black basically, so we thought that wouldn't be, of course it would be interesting for you guys, but for us it would have been too hard. So we just walked, walked.
Black, you know.
Yeah, no, maybe with the torches and that, you know, with the lamp and all that. Yeah, but it would have been hard, you know, and we just had to walk a lot yesterday. So that was more important.
And the path by the road is just nothing.
Yeah, it's a meter and a half. Yeah, the slip road is about 1.5 meters wide, and
be careful there.
Yeah, the cars and the lorries they drive, you know, like mad. So
actually, the lorries when they go by, it's like they give us a push, you know.
A push, yeah, the wind. Yeah, you have to hold on to your hat because I've got a hat also somewhere. I have to hold on to it. Yeah, so actually we left the motorway, crawled into a forest. We've just had a coffee, and now we're going to keep on. Oh, as Alabama says, Jason, keep on keeping on. Of course, my accent is not as cool as yours, mate.
Yeah, that's good.
So yeah, now we're gonna leg it. We're gonna keep on. This evening we'll be in a little town called Shashkiv or Zhashkiv. I'm not sure about the pronunciation of that. And then we'll be making camp there. Of course, we'll shoot a bit along the road and that. So, all right, guys.
Thumbs up.
See you later. Hey guys, we've just reached the town of Zhashkiv. God, we are walking a lot because we are behind the schedule. We've decided. Oops, that was my hand. We've decided to walk a lot. We're not going to rest. I mean, we've just come here, and we're going to continue walking. At the moment, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. Yeah, we're going to stop at this petrol station. Well, I'll show you now. Petrol station. We're going to have something to eat, and then we are going to continue. As I said, we are behind schedule, and we might end up walking part of all evening and part of the night. Yeah. So when we make camp this evening, we will definitely, sit down. Tell us. Actually, no, I'll tell you. We'll tell you about our experiences, our adventures. We haven't been able to film a lot of it. We'll tell you about our impressions, some interesting things that's happened along the way. Yeah, so I'm going to show you now the petrol station and where. Let me see. There we go. And Darren is already there with the bags. We walked all the way there to leave the bags, and then I walked by myself back just to show you where we are at the moment. So yeah, that's the petrol station. Those are the petrol prices if any of you are interested. That's about 13 of them grivnas is £1 sterling. Where's my brother? I think I've lost him. Well, it's too far away to see anything. I'm going to him anyway. So yeah. So as I said, we're gonna sit down here about an hour, maybe two. We're gonna rest on these trees, or next to these trees. Gonna rest a bit, and then we are going to keep on walking. It would be good to get back on schedule. It would be good to walk about another 20 kilometers, making it a total. Oh, I don't know. I need to sit down and count it actually, but we need to walk about 20 kilometers more in order to. What's up, bro? Finally got to you, mate.
Finally we go here.
Yeah, we're gonna spend an hour or two here, yeah?
Yeah,
and then we're gonna
rest and just.
Yeah, it would be good if we could make another 20 kilometers, yeah, today. Maybe a bit more. We're very tired, but yeah. And as I said, as I promised, later we're going to sit down this evening, and we're going to tell you about some of our adventures and all that with a cup of coffee. Okay. We also like to talk about the children. which is why we are doing this. But that'll be this evening once we make camp and we finally sit down and have a rest. Countryside nice, isn't it? Right, catch you later then, guys. It's a little bridge here over the railway. I think that railway is not used anymore. Well, we still have quite a few kilometers more to go before we can rest with a clear conscience. Oh, yeah. Right. Dangerous crossing here. Better switch off and catch you all later. Drinking?
Yeah, I'm having a shower. Having a shower.
Big oink oink. Oh yeah. Nature here is absolutely gorgeous. Just absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. But I don't know if it's better than in other places, but it's much better than being stuck in the city, I tell you that. Well, got to run, still have lots to do.
But while we were walking through this around this town called Kiev, I've just kicked the table, nice one. You know, as we had, we'd been drinking water all the time and coffee, but honestly, I really felt like having some kind of sugar. I had in mind a bottle of Coke, and as we were walking along the motorway, as we had higher grounds, my eyes, they caught sight of this like shops and all. I told my brother, let's go and I have something, I need sugar. So yeah, cool, let's do it. So we went down. We still had a bit more to walk, but we got there. And once we got there, we realized that it was a bus terminal, really. But they had the shops and all, and there were some bays, the buses and people, the passengers waiting and so on. But when we got there, we were not only desperate for having a bottle of Coke or whatever, we were soaking, sweaty. For that, I think it might have been, half an hour. It hadn't rained. So by the time we got there, we were really hot. We did feel hot. So we took off our rucksacks, we placed them as a V together, and we started undressing, taking off everything and laying, not everything obviously, just the top, laying it on top of the bags and so on. That moment that we stopped, left everything just on top of the bags, and we looked at each other and we realized something had gone wrong. Different. Not wrong, but different. It felt as if somebody had pressed the mute button on the remote control and there was utter silence. And we just looked at each other thinking, what's happened? So we started looking around, and of course, everyone staring at us. Why? Of course, both of us shaved heads, goatee, tattoos everywhere, and this is not usual. And but everyone just their eyes, they were just fixed on us too. It felt something. It wasn't like a new feeling. Like, what's this? Everybody just staring at us. So I would say that for me was the most interesting part of the walk. I'd say that, yeah.
Looks like some abandoned factory of some sort. Cool. Well, maybe not abandoned though. Today's Monday, so they should be working. So where are the people working at? People work. Bro, what's up?
Actually, what's down?
Yeah, what's down? That's another bridge. Anyway, and there in Ukrainian is written center, which obviously means center of this town. Right.
And we're gonna try again interviewing.
Oh yeah, that's one of the stories that we have to tell everybody a bit later this evening when we finally make a camp about the interviews to people. That's a good one. Well, go on then. It's not comfortable to walk holding the cam, so.
Thumbs up, guys.
All the way. We finally found our transport. Much better than walking, I say. We're gonna go galloping to Kiev. Anyway, I just thought we would show that on the cam. Okay, let's go. Alright, on the road again. Ding, ding, ding. How was that song?
Huh?
How was that song?
Whoa.
On the road again. I don't remember.
Oh, again.
No, that was another
Was that
song.
a
That's, yeah, you just sang Whitesnake, man.
Hey.
You got no idea about
There's
music.
a road.
Ah,
Keep on
follow me.
Down
Okay.
the road. That's where. Oh, yeah, I need something, an award for singing so well.
Yeah, you should get so Grammy or something. Look at them sunflowers. They look rotten, actually. I think they've been harvested already, no?
I think so. Yeah, they have.
Give you a shot of the back where we just come. That's it. Isn't that nice? Winding road. Let's see where we end. We should come up to, I don't know, a little villagey thing. We'll see. Alright. This is a little village that we're crossing, going through. Unfortunately, there was no name at the entrance of the village, so I don't know.
Donald Duck.
Oh look, got some ducks here. Yeah, stop. We'll just get them. There we are, cool. They look like ducks, I don't know what they are. Anyway. Well, some old lady. Right, let's go. One of the days, actually the end of the day, we were walking, and it was getting dark, and we already had to start looking for a place to make a camp, as it's not comfortable to make a camp in the dark. So anyway, it's getting darkish already. And we see this mini forest or this patch of trees nearby, and we decided that would be a good place to make camp for the night. So as we got in, we started, we realized that we were going down, so it's like hill going down. Then immediately we found ourselves between two hills. There was a very narrow part at the bottom. So anyway, we immediately understood that the camp for that night would have to be on a hill, on one of the slopes. Actually, we chose the left slope. As we were using hammocks, so you can even them out. You can make them straight hammocks on trees and that, so you can make them straight. But even though the hammocks were straight, we had to walk up and down that hill. I don't know how many times. Yeah, we had to walk up and down. So every time we wanted to look for firewood, it was like going down, coming up. Now you must understand that our legs were just beaten. We'd been walking God knows how long. I don't remember even the length of that walk. We were very tired. We had blisters on our feet already, and you were like kind of. I want to make a camp and rest, eat something, and just sleep. Yeah, but no. Any movement involved going up and down or down and up that little, well, not little, it was rather steep hill with blisters on your feet, and also another point there to be made, that there was no even surface for you to sit. Yeah? So we were sitting down on the hill, we were standing on the hill, we were walking up and down that hill. The only good part was when I think we got an hour sleep, maybe even less than that, I'm not even sure, when you could actually take the load off of your body, yeah? Just lie down straight, finally. Yeah? So I would say that that place, which by the way, the name of that place is Ostra Mogila, which translates as sharp tomb or sharp grave. It was a horrible place. It was probably the worst choice that we could ever make for a camp, though we didn't have any other choice. But it was an awful place, and I think the name suits the conditions of that place perfectly. Yeah. So I think that was probably the most challenging part of the whole walk, yeah, that night. Okay guys, it's getting late. Yeah, bro?
Yeah.
It's getting late and yeah, we need to... it's already what? What time is it, bro? I can't see, man. 6 o'clock? Can't be 6 o'clock. There's something wrong with your... No, bro. What's wrong with your watch? It's 20 to 7, man.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, you must have pressed the button when putting on your rucksack. Sun's going down already, and we need to find a place for the night. We're probably gonna go into that patch of trees down there somewhere. We have about an hour of light, maybe a bit more. Look at that. That is a toilet on the motorway. Человек, which is men, on the left, and женщина, which is women, on the right. So, okay, guys. Yeah. Oh, by the way, let's go walking, man. That's we're at the moment on the Odessa motorway. Odessa is a city in Ukraine to the south. I think it opens up into the Black Sea. It's a port city, very famous. Fantastic place for clubbing, been there a few times. Some years ago, actually. You been to Odessa, bro?
No, not yet, man.
Not yet? Yeah, it's a cool city, man. As I said, lots of clubs and that, but you know, see, though clubs, you know, that was before some years ago.
Well, I mean, I'm getting older.
No, brother, you're not getting old, you are old. Okay, right. Gonna tell
40 years young, mate.
40 years?
Young.
Oh, well, depends how you look at it. Well, anyway, guys, yeah, gonna switch off. And continue walking. Ta-da! Inside the patch of trees, looking for a place to make camp.
Probably in there.
Looks like, yeah, we're gonna go in there, looks like. Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Watch the vipers. Right. We found a patch of water, but obviously not drinkable, I imagine. Yeah. The road is way up there. And we have tall grass, water, potential, all the ingredients, I mean, for vipers. So, we'll see. If we find one, we'll eat it. Nah, there's no need to. Why kill it? Hi YouTube.
What's up?
How you all doing? So yeah, we wanted to explain a few things for those of you who haven't watched the previous video. We decided to go on a hike to raise awareness and to help an orphanage in Ukraine called Warta Uwagi, which translated into English means
worth noticing, and it's really worth noticing these kids, these orphans.
Yeah, worth noticing. There's a bit of wind. I hope you can all hear us well. So anyway, we did that. We actually went on a hike on Saturday the 30th.
Yep.
Yeah. And today's Tuesday. No, Wednesday. Sorry.
Wednesday.
I'm even lost. I don't know what day of the week it is anymore. So yeah, so we've been walking. Sorry?
Why? I don't even know.
Sure. So yeah, so we've been walking, and of course, once you reach this part, it's because you've watched already some of our videos of this hike. What else could we add?
These kids, it's a network of orphanages of different age groups. They have a lot of good people, volunteers, taking care of them. There are lots of other people working companies who really give their time, their life basically, because I know a few of them, and they are all the time doing as much as they can just for these kids. They really need help.
Yeah, because even though they're good people,
They
need
can only
help.
do so much.
Yeah.
So they need all of us. They need all of us. They need clothes. They need medical care. They need how do you say? What do you call them? Nappies.
Diapers in America.
In American English. Yeah, diapers. Here they call them pampers. We said that before, but
Yeah, in the last video.
it's interesting.
So yeah, actually, when we get back to Kiev, we are going to open the legit bank account where we'll actually ask you if you can give any money to help these children. They really need your help, so that would be good on your part, on anybody's part, if you could help somehow. So okay, well that's it, yeah. Keep on enjoying the video then.
Thumbs up.
God bless. Yeah. As we were coming to well, it's a town, I reckon. It's called Biele Cerkov, which translates as White Church. As we were coming there, we saw on the motorway itself, we saw a bus stop. And as we came closer to that bus stop, we realized that some guy had used the actual structure of the bus stop as a shop, So he was offering tea, coffee, biscuits, I mean anything, And it was really interesting to see that. I mean, the guy had a good business going there, because we did get some coffee. We bought some coffee for him, and as we were standing next to it, just drinking our coffee, we realized that every bus actually stopped there. So intercity bus stopped there, and everybody was coming out, having a coffee, a tea, buying some biscuits. So I realized that the guy was actually making, I suppose, interesting money there. While obviously not paying any rent or anything like this for the actual building, because it's a bus stop, and I say, well done. He was smart. I mean, you have to live, survive somehow, and he found the spot, and he's making his money. He's not bothering anybody. He's actually helping people who stop there, and it really helped us, because we didn't want to stop, make a fire to warm water, to have a coffee, and we just had a coffee right there. So that was probably the most interesting thing that I saw during that walk. Yeah. Hi guys, look, we've reached Biele Cerkov. That's what's up, bro? Thumbs up. Yeah, Biele Cerkov. We're only, I'm not sure, we're less than 100 kilometers from Kiev already. Today is Tuesday. We had an awful night. We tried. Anyway, we made camp late at night. It started raining. There was no better place than to do it on a hill. On a slope. And we woke up this morning and there was mud everywhere, and that was just awful. But anyway, we'll tell you more about that on and we stop. This is proving to be much harder than we could ever imagine. Yeah, bro? Yeah. So the hard but we're doing it, and we will do it.
Yep.
And on Friday we'll be home. Yeah. Alright, go on then. Just give you a shot of the surrounding countryside. There we go. Fields. Ukraine is very famous. Well, I don't know how famous it is, but one of the key features of this country is its fields. They have lots of fields, like wide expanses. Ah, look, I can see a sign already. The kilometers, but I can't. My eyes are tired. I can't see much. Let me see. What is that? Ah, look at that! In that grand. Look, this is a bus stop, right? It's a bus stop on the highway, and they got a shop. They've made a shop in the actual bus stop. Look, that is absolute grand. That is. Look. Yeah, I think we're going to be buying some water now. Oh, there it is. Let's see if I can get it. Let's see if I can get it. Where is it? There we are. It says Kiev, 73 kilometers. 73 kilometers only left. Oh yeah. Yeah. Alright guys then. Hey bro. Catch you later.
See ya.
So, cool. Oh look, that looks like a little attraction park, yeah? For children. Don't know if you guys can see that. Oh, look, let's see if you can see that. Look at that weather. Oh yeah. Gonna be swimming tonight, for sure. Right. Hey guys, look what we found on the road. Nice quiet area. If we can go in there, we might rest a bit. I don't know what the situation is. As my brother in the front, we have our rucksacks covered in plastic bin liners, plastic bags for rubbish, big ones. It was raining before, so to protect our stuff. Anyway, look at that. That is real cool, that is. Nice. Pity it's next to the road also. What's up, bro? Resting? Right. Good. Hey YouTube.
What's up? Thumbs up.
Oh, it's chilly this morning.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, we are in near a little village called Kodaki or Kodaki. Who knows? I'm not sure of the pronunciation of that. Yeah. Oh, and it's really, really cold. We've had a bit of bad luck lately with the weather, ain't it, bro?
Really bad.
Yeah. It's been raining almost constantly for the past 3 days.
Yeah.
3 days. Yeah.
And the morning.
And yeah, well, first of all, the nights, nights and mornings, really cold. Unfortunately, we do not have a thermometer to tell you the temperature, but the humidity, and you know, it's massive. Everything is wet. All the wood is wet. The firewood is wet. We are constantly wet.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't remember the last time we were dry. Even I mean, proper dry. You know. Yeah. So yeah, which brings us to one thing, you know. I'm sure that my bro agrees with me here. I would never have thought that this was going to be so hard.
No.
course, we
It
weren't.
was doable, but
Yeah, we weren't expecting a walk in the park either. You know, I mean it's more than 200 kilometers in 7 days, and you know, and so
let's be honest. How many times walking along the motorway did we think about just how easy it would be jumping on a lorry or whatever,
yeah,
driving back home, and you know, to our comfort, so to speak.
oh yeah. Especially moments like yesterday afternoon. You know, we're just we're walking, doing what we've been doing for the past so many days, walking, and all of a sudden this rain appears. You know, out of nowhere. So and there's really no place to hide. You know, nothing.
Oh, what about that camp the other day when we did it on a hill?
Oh yeah, that was another one, you know, because we were walking, or we had been walking all night. We were dead tired, so the best place that we could find to camp was in some kind of a patch of trees, you know, next to the road, and it was on a hill. So our legs were dead already, they were knackered, and we had to camp on a hill, which means going up and down, you know, go fetch firewood. Oh, yeah.
And sitting down or trying to sit down on a stool.
Yeah, sitting down, tilted, you know. But even for firewood, you know, run down, pick up firewood, run up, you know, I mean, 10, 20, 50 times, I don't remember. And that was really nasty. By the way, that place is called, let me try to remember, Ostre Mogila, which is roughly translated like a sharp tomb or grave. And I tell you that was a nasty place. That was really nasty.
You didn't get a good
place.
feeling.
Yeah, I mean the feeling was awful there. Yeah, and the hill and everything. So, you know, and yeah, as I was saying before, yeah, almost fell. We're walking. This rain appears out of nowhere. There's nowhere to hide. You know, no place. Of course, you can stop and take out your stuff. You know. And make a little, I don't know, a little shelter. There was nowhere. There were no two trees even. And you know, all of a sudden this idea slips into your mind. You know, there's so many cars passing. And just stop one, go home.
Bro,
Stop it. Yeah, stop one, go home.
the pain from the shivering, from the cold, the pain in the legs. That really makes you think twice. Really.
Yeah, so
But
all these cars, yeah, I just wanted to say that all these cars passing by, and you're just thinking, you know, let's just stop one and go home. You know, that's it. You know, and such ideas have slipped quite a few times into our heads. Yeah, it's been really hard, and yeah, as Darren said, you know, the shivering, the cold in the morning, it gets into your bone. It comes from the bones out. Yeah, like it's difficult to explain. I mean, those of you who've suffered it, you know what we're talking about. Really cold, and yeah, we are properly dressed and all this. It's just the humidity. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and everything's wet. But you know, in such moments when we feel like, you know, we should give up, that's when, you know, the cookie crumbles and we say, no, you know.
why are we here? Why are we doing this?
Yeah.
We have an option. We can just just decide, yeah, let's go on. Let's go back to our comfort. But what is the reason? What's the reason why we're here? These little kids, you know,
Yeah,
they don't have an option.
they're like fighters. So every time we felt, you know, tired and about to give up, we just kept thinking of the kids, and we'll still keep on thinking about the kids, because, you know, we still have, we're what, 50? Oh, it's somewhere between 50-60 kilometers from Kiev, and we have so we have today. So yeah, we have about 2.5 days to go, you know. So yeah, we'll make it. That's not a problem. We'll make it, but we'll make it because for a few, you know, a few nights ago we did. We walked, we hiked all night. We didn't rest. We just rested. What was it? An hour or two against a tree.
Nodded off a bit.
Yeah. Which, by the way, brings us to this. Unfortunately, we couldn't record everything. The weather, you know, wet. I mean, the camera we have is rather good, but it's not waterproof. Or I don't know if it is. I'm not going to risk it.
Try,
Yeah, I'm not going to risk it. So, you know, the rain. plus, you know, when you're walking at night, it's not very comfortable to be, you know, shooting with a camera. So we haven't been able. We've had some problems, but you know, we've showed you at least some of the previous videos where we are, what we're doing. You know, again, this video is not about bushcraft. There's no bushcraft here. We don't have time for bushcraft. We don't have time. You know, we just walk, get to the place, set up camp, have a quick bite to eat, you know, drop dead till the next morning when we get up, you know.
And coffee.
Oh yeah. So yeah, you know, wake up in the morning, a change of clothes, not even a shave, you know. I'll walk again. Unfortunately, you know, no time for bushcraft. This video was not meant as, you know, to show, to teach any bushcraft or to share any bushcrafting experience. Though there is an interesting fact though. Yeah, bro? Yeah. It's very interesting to find a place to camp every day. That is becoming something very interesting. Yeah. Usually what we are doing, because Ukraine has enormous fields. So at least where we live in this part of the country, there's not large forests per se. So what we do is they have a system here. They have like a field and another field, and to separate these fields, they have like a line of trees. Yeah, but like maybe 3-4 trees wide. Yeah, and it goes, of course, along the field. So we've been using such places to set up camp, yeah?
Yeah, it's quite comfortable.
Oh, yeah.
In that sense.
That sounds,
Yeah, got a lot of trees around, so we can tie up the hammocks and the tabs.
Yeah.
But last time, it was windy. When was it?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Many times it was difficult to say
Yeah.
because of the wind.
The wind, of course, you are stuck between two large open areas, these fields. And which, by the way, we don't even know if it's legal. I mean, if it's private property or not, nobody tells us anything, you know. And yeah, and there's no signs or anything. So, but you know, we are keeping a no trace policy, so cleaning after ourselves. Yeah. And another thing we also wanted to say was we tried to interview people on the way when you know when we passed.
Friendly, yeah. They were friendly.
Yeah, they were friendly. Of course, they were friendly. But as soon as you brought out the camera, no, you know, like
They all disappeared.
yeah. So unfortunately, we haven't been able. You know, we wanted to ask people what they thought about the situation with the orphans, about you know, doing a hike for these children, any other charity events that could be done. You know, just to get a feel and to raise awareness. But you know, even though we have spoken to people, but
Yeah, we have.
again, no camera.
We didn't.
Oh yeah, they disappeared.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Well, mind you, they look at us, you know, and then all of a sudden we bring out this camera.
yeah.
God knows what they think. You know?
Yeah, they're a bit worried. I mean, who are these people with the camera? Yeah, and one last thing to add is that unfortunately the memory, we are running out of memory on the camera, so I don't know if we'll be able to shoot much more. Something, you know, we will shoot something else. We do have enough power, so we'll go through the video, see if there's anything that we can, you know, that's extra. We can delete to free some space on the hard disk of the camera. But yeah, it's getting really tight in there, and I don't know. We will definitely shoot us arriving to Kiev, of course, yeah. But hopefully we'll try, you know, to squeeze something else in there. But we'll see. And actually, this video is already taking much longer than we planned. But yeah, there were some details that we wanted to add there, you know. So, do you want to say hi to anybody?
Well, actually, yeah, I do. First of all, I want to say hi to Jason
Oh yeah,
from Alabama.
our Alabama brother.
Yeah.
How was that? Our Obama, Alabama? Yeah, you guys say, yeah, you guys say it in a very interesting way, which I can't repeat. That one. So, yeah, go on. Sorry, bro. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, just to say that my brother told me what I think you already started doing, if I'm not mistaken. I think I did see posts related to
On
charity.
Facebook,
On Facebook. On Facebook.
Yeah,
it
but,
was,
but
yeah.
one second, bro. Let's start from the beginning. Yeah, so our cool friend and brother Jason, yeah, from Alabama, US, of course. He has a survival course, and he actually makes survival gear, and he has an internet shop. Of course, you know, I'll be putting his link here and in the description below also. So yeah, so he's a cool guy, you know, and what he's done was, he's offered to give 5% of all the gear he sells for 30 days. Yeah, not from the profit that he's getting, no, from the wholesale, you know. 5% of all that money, he's going to be sending it to us as soon as we open the bank account, which will be as soon as we get back to Kiev, well, a few days after, yeah? A few days after, yeah.
Yeah, but
So-
then he's doubling it, isn't it?
Yeah, and then, but that I need to check. I need to read that carefully. I think because, you know, I was in a hurry when I read his text. It looks like he's also willing, so after the 30 days when he gets all this 5% from his survival gear, he's going to add the same amount from his own pocket, you know. So that is awesome, isn't it? That is awesome. Plus, you know, even before he did that, we already knew that Jason is a fantastic guy. He's not fantastic because he's sending money. No, he's a fantastic person, and you know, and he has a great channel, which I think you should all watch. You know, you should have a look. Great channel he's got there.
Well, his attitude and Jason's, your attitude when you are describing your gear and all, I like that one, right? All of that, 100%.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. Solid, straight up guy. Yeah. Right. I also want to add that the English course where I work, called Oxford Class, yeah, they're also going to help. They're going to be giving books for learning. We are collecting at work clothes, toys. You know, the teachers who are taking part there. Our common friend. She works with me, but she's a common friend, Helen. You know who you are. So you know she's giving a hand. Yeah. So that's a thumbs up for you. Yeah. And to Oxford Class, of course, for helping. Oh, I'm losing my voice. I think it's a dampness, ridiculous, really. Yeah. Also, anybody else would like to say?
I also want to mention two women who actually guided us for this charity. Not a charity. She's part. They know about this and all, but they told us about this these orphanages and all. Her name is Helen also. And Masha. I know that she works at Sigmund. Honestly, I can't remember where Helen works, and now these two women, they do a lot for these orphanages and for the kids as well. Once, if I'm not mistaken, once we get back and we prepare another video with the kids and all.
And with the bank account. Because
well.
guys, that is coming. We are asking you to send some money, okay? But of course, you'll see that everything is nice and proper. No cons anywhere, right?
And we will introduce them to you guys. These two women. And like I said, fantastic women, giving their hearts, their soul, their time, their energy, their brain, everything they give for these kids. So, anyone else?
Yeah. My wife, darling, that's already many days without you. Yeah, but I'm coming home soon.
And one, I think, our special teacher, our mentor, actually, if it wasn't for this person, we wouldn't be doing things like this.
Yeah, this woman, she taught us well from the moment we opened our eyes, you know, and she brought us well. You know, helping other people, you know, taking the shirt off your back to anyone in need, you know.
A fighter.
A fighter, yeah.
She's a fighter.
Fighter with a kind heart. And that's obviously our mum, isn't she?
Mother, yeah.
Mum, well done. Oh, and by the way, you know that I also spoke to her, to Mum through Facebook, and she is gonna help also from there. Yeah, she's gonna spread the word, you know, trying to get more people involved in this. So, well done.
One last one, I think, for many of my friends from here as well, from Kiev. They've been very supportive. They've always been there. I just want to say hi to everyone at Sikrum, and be ready for when I get there on Monday, I think.
By the way, this is not the last video. I hope not. We would like to shoot more. The memory, remember, yeah. So we have to stop this one. This is not the last video, but we just thought it would be a good idea to thank everybody, to mention everybody, and like this, give ourselves a bit more energy that we need. Yeah. So, Lumberman, 1 second, Lumberman. I've just remembered, Lumberman, the flag made. It's helping us. It's helping us. The don't tread.
Yeah, I want to.
It's helping us. You know, I've got as you might have seen in one of the first videos, we have the flag hanging there. So, cheers, mate. Cheers.
Thumbs up for you, Lumberman.
Oh yeah, and God bless. Right, guys, we'll see what we can do, if we can shoot some more. Hope you're enjoying it. You know, keep watching, and God bless. Let's go this way. Looks like all these fallen trees were put here to keep people like us out. Okay, I'm gonna need my 2 hands for this, so I'm shutting off. Well, you know, we had rain almost constantly, day and night. Actually, at night it was every night. We had rain every single night. During the day, sometimes. Now, I remember the most demoralizing part of the walk, of the trip, was, you know, we're walking and we are in an open field, absolutely open field. I mean, there's nothing around, just grass, okay? And all of a sudden it starts raining, but you know, not a drizzle, but this downpour, right? This downpour, it starts raining, and I remember just looking at my brother looked at me, you know, and we understood that this is it, we're going to get incredibly wet. There was nowhere to hide, basically, nowhere to hide. And because our haversacks, our rucksacks, excuse me, were covered, so we had used bin liners or plastic bags for rubbish. We had covered it with duct tape, so we couldn't really open it. So we could have opened the bags, you know, the rucksacks, to get our tarps out or something, but that would mean opening the bags in the downpour, getting everything wet. So we decided that it would be better for us to be wet and not the things in our bags. Yeah, so all we could do was just keep on walking, you know, just there's nowhere to hide. Okay, and it lasted for quite some while. Now, the worst part of all that was that we knew that night would come, of course. And when night comes, the temperature drops incredibly, the humidity was very high, and we knew that we would be wet and we would suffer from hypothermia again, like every night. You know, and yeah, that was soul breaking, just, you know, it was really nasty.
Usually when I get home from work or from having been somewhere or whatever, the very first thing I do is take off my shoes. Now, here in Ukraine, it is customary to not to walk around the house with your shoes on, definitely. But it is one thing that I really adore, is just the sensation with the sole of my feet. The coldness of the tiles or from the carpet, you know, this is one thing which I really adore, I appreciate, I really like it. Now, throughout the walk, as we did not sleep, as it's not that we stopped and we were able to take our shoes or and so on. So we were constantly using our boots. Now we did change our socks and so on because we had to, but constantly wearing the boots made me think how much more now I appreciate getting home and not wearing shoes. If it was up to me, I would not wear shoes at all. But obviously we had to. But this is one of the comfort I miss the most, definitely.
During this walk, one of the things that one of the aims that we set ourselves was to be closer to nature. So talking about that, we decided not to play any music, even though we had our phones with plenty of music in MP3s and all that. We decided not to play any music, to appreciate all the sounds that nature has to offer. And so we didn't play any music. And the last night, which we didn't sleep, we didn't make camp. We just walked most of the night. We decided, to rest for a while. And luckily, it wasn't raining, even though everything was still wet. But that moment was not raining, and we were just sitting, talking, having a coffee, and as twilight set in, the sun, the light, there's no sun yet, there's just this bit of light, we decided to finally play a song, knowing that it would be our last night. The following day we were getting home already. So, and that song was Gary Moore's The Messiah Will Come Again. And every note of that music, at least for us, I know for my brother too, it touches our soul. It's a beautiful song. Okay, so that was the only time when we played any music, and so I would say that the comfort I missed most was music. Music, I think, is part of life, and I really miss that music.
I think that the funniest moment from the walk was actually the first day when we got there at 5 o'clock in the morning. Oh no, it was a bit later, I think, about 6 o'clock, something like that. And we really needed the coffee. I needed to wake up with the coffee. We went to a little kiosk close by, bought some coffee there. There were no tables, so just around the corner there was like a cafe. And we just stood by it, having our coffee. And this guy just comes out from inside and he starts speaking, just making comment and so on. He was drunk. And then just all of a sudden he starts telling me in some English that he was from the Russian mafia, I almost burst in tears in front of him, but from laughing. Now, that was really funny.
Well, guys,
what's up, guys?
This is the end of the video, but we would like to add some more things to everything that you've seen. We would like to add that first of all, the walk was very hard, very difficult, challenging.
Quite a challenge, yeah.
Because we did it on purpose, we decided to take minimum survival gear, and the reason for that was to make it more challenging. So whether it was right or not, we took minimum gear, we took minimum clothes, and that's why we suffered so much.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why we suffered so much from the cold.
We had made it easy. Anybody can do it.
So we're not saying that it was so difficult that we are heroes, of course not. But for us, it was a real challenge.
It was a challenge.
And
ongoing, everything we did.
Yeah, and a real lesson. The experience that we got from the hike or walk is invaluable. You cannot put a price on that. The experience was really good, and all throughout the difficulties that we had, there was one thing that kept us going. The reason actually for doing all this was the orphanage. Yeah,
the kids
that we're trying to help. Yeah,
This is what we want people to pay attention mostly to.
Yeah.
Okay, we did this, we did that, okay, but it was only for you guys to raise this awareness, like we said at the very beginning,
Yeah,
for you guys to know that there are a lot of kids who really need help. They really need help. They have no parents, they have no mothers, no fathers, or alcoholics. They are addicts, unfortunately, but they have nothing. And if we challenged ourselves, if this walk challenged us, challenged our skills, just try to imagine what kind of challenges these kids have.
These kids have, and they survive all the time. I mean, they have no choice. Also, I mean, you know, warriors to the end. So that's why we did all this, you know, and that was what kept us going. You know, I mean, you've seen us talking about our challenges, our, you know, problems that we had. The one thing that kept us going was that. I mean, we couldn't quit. We just couldn't quit.
No way.
And it was, you know, put one foot in front of the other, keep going on the road, suffer the cold. You know, that's why we did it. You know, and that's why we took minimum gear, especially or specifically for that. Yeah.
We suffered a week. Less than a week.
Yeah, because we did it in 6 days.
6 days.
Finally, yeah. I mean, at the end, we did it just in 6 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we suffered 6 days. They suffer, even though they do have really loving volunteers, which they do, but they suffer all the time. They are constantly suffering.
Yeah.
We started, we stopped it, we finished it. They are still there. Suffering.
Yeah, because that is life for them.
Exactly.
That is life for them.
They need you. They need you guys. They need all of us.
Yeah, they need help. So, also I would like to say that unfortunately, due to all the difficulties, mostly due to the rain and the humidity, we couldn't, we couldn't film every single thing. I mean, really, when we made camp, some of the nights that we actually made camp, we were so tired. We were so wet, we were suffering from hypothermia, and to be honest, the last thing that we could think about was get the camera out, which unfortunately, well, this was one of the reasons why we did this, also to make a video to raise awareness, but unfortunately, you know, when you're that cold, when you're that wet, when you're that beaten, it is very difficult to think, you know, about everything, plus the rain, the humidity. I was afraid for the camera also, you know, because we have only one camera, you know, and we can't afford, you know, just to buy a new camera every week. Yeah, and it was so damp that, you know, I'll just tell you, one night I left socks, a pair of socks that I'd been using that day. I just hung it, you know, to air it a bit before I put it away. And in the morning they were soaking wet, and that was only due to the humidity, the dampness in the air. I mean, it was under the cover, it was hanging under the cover, and it was soaking wet in the morning. And I was afraid for the camera also. So I'm sorry if we couldn't film anything, well, we are sorry if we couldn't film anything. And but we just couldn't do it. Yeah, we couldn't do it, not film everything, I mean. So, but we tried.
We tried our best. We tried, yeah.
We tried
our best. It was impossible. It was a challenge, yes. It challenged our skills, yes. I think it was not much more, but it was more of a challenge that we had actually thought about.
Oh yeah.
It was much more.
We never expected that cold and that rain at night. That was, I mean, come on, you know. At the beginning of September, when usually it's very hot here in this country, I mean, we had to, I mean, I don't know if it's the climate change or whatever they call it, global warming, I don't know what, but so much rain, I've never seen that, I had never seen that in September in this country, in Ukraine, never, you know, I mean. So yeah, it was hard. Though I tell you what, not everything was hard. We did enjoy some moments. Yeah, we did enjoy them. Yeah, as we said before. Yeah. It was a great experience. Great experience.
Unforgettable.
Yeah,
definitely.
So, forgive us for not being able to film everything. We tried our best.
Yeah.
And
don't forget the kids.
Don't forget the kids. That's why we did all this.
Don't forget the kids.
Okay.
They really need us.
Yeah, and you'll see actually throughout the whole video, you'll see, you know, below the bank account. There was another thing I wanted to add. We wanted to add. That was PayPal. We've been asking here how how PayPal works, and unfortunately, Ukraine is one of those countries which is not. I don't know if to say full member of this PayPal thing. It's very difficult. It's to open PayPal. I think that somebody even told it was impossible.
Yeah, because it only works one way.
Yeah, it only works one way. So if you want to send money from Ukraine abroad, PayPal is there. If you want to receive money for some reason, I don't know what the reason is, not going to happen.
It doesn't work.
So the best that we can do is, we haven't even opened our own account. This is the direct account of the orphanage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be around here below during most of the video. During most of the video now, as we told you in the previous video, every little bit helps.
Yeah.
Every little bit, so, it would be fantastic if all of you could help. So, that's it, yeah, bro?
That's about it, that covers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, guys.
Take care, keep safe,
And thumbs up.
and God bless.
God bless you all.
God bless you all.